with it. All right, D6 state. I won't even explain to you what D6 state thing is. Just think of it as so in America, we do annually, we do a State of the Union. Well, we don't do a State of the Union. The President of the United States does a State of the Union, and he addresses Congress. It used to be private, now it's public. So you can think of this as a annual State of the Union, except for it's weekly, because weekly, you'd be surprised how much we move, how quickly we move, and how much we accomplish week to week. So every week to week. Now we got a lot of new people, and we have a lot of people questioning. I'm going to address pay first, so you can ease your mind and hear the rest of what I have to say. You know how it is. You hear somebody talking and you're hungry, and they be like, "Man, you got to sit down. I'm hungry. I'm hungry." All right. For some of you, there is a revenue share. For some of you, there is a salary plus revenue share. For some of you, there is contractor work. For some of you, there is commission only. For some of you, there is commission, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. The minimum wage of this company is $22 an hour. We do have people working in, we cross a lot of borders. While I am very familiar with your political situations, as I have no choice but to be, yeah, drop your flags in the chat, y'all. While I'm very familiar with your political situations, we don't care about that here. So we have a lot of political situations or countries in this particular thing, from Bangladesh to India to Pakistan to the borders of Russia to America to Mexico. We have a lot of people, not just in the company, but in this call right now. Now, this whole call is going to address pay. The whole call is going to tell you the plan. The whole call is going to answer what I perceive to be every one of your questions. The whole call. The only rule to this one call is there are no rules. You may interrupt me at any time and ask your question. Timeline for your pay. Someone's going to ask that. I'm jumping in front of it, Pastor Tony, as we are looking at April-ish, not April, March. Yeah, April-ish. April-ish. I said that back in November. We are not just on pace for that. We have succeeded or superseded that particular thing right there. So what's the 2-3-2 plan? So I have a 7-year plan that is, hold on. Let me give them some more basic rules here. There are no rules. Interrupt me anytime. Ask your hard questions. Do not be political. Do not be friendly. Do not. Here's the Abdul, here's the problem with leadership. Is that every time you are leading someone, you must consistently tell them where we're going. You must consistently update them where we're going. And I'll give you an idea about this. So we have Ahmad, had a great conversation with Ahmad. His father's a businessman, so he's going to love this particular conversation. Ahmad, I say, come on, let's go. What's everybody but Ahmad? Could you unmute your mic and tell me what's the first? Thank you, Jerome, if you don't
Where
mind.
we going?
Where we going?
How long we gonna be there?
How long we gonna be there?
Who gonna be there?
In a black version, who all gonna be there?
How
What
we
we
getting
doing?
there?
How
What
we
are we
getting
doing
there?
when what we doing
How
when we
long
get
is gonna take?
Okay, how long? Okay, now y'all starting to be selfish the way I want you to be. How long it's
Do I
gonna
need
take?
to pay for anything?
What's the
Yeah,
purpose?
do I need to pay? Yeah, do I need
What
to
you
pay?
need me to do? How about that?
Right.
How much
That
it's gonna
part too.
cost me?
Yeah.
How much
Am
is
I
gonna
a visitor on this, or do I have to work? See, when you're an entrepreneur, these are the questions you gotta ask. Am I visiting, or do I have to work?
So
Because that may determine my answer.
we are all in alignment that I need to answer these 95 questions immediately. That's not a word, but I think we can. Some of y'all, English is your third language and you're fluent. I understand. We have to answer these questions immediately. Okay. Some of these things I will copy and paste in the chat. Some of these things I'm going to force you to write. I will tell you this: right after this conversation, you're going to get an email from me should you choose to stay happy, alive, and be here with all this information. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Or okay, let me hold on. I need to decide. Do I want to give all this information? Yes, with all this information. Okay, with all this. Well, I was trying to figure out like, which one of y'all gonna flake on me and then share the thing to the aliens on Mars or something, but it doesn't matter. At this point, it's unstoppable. Okay. At this point, it's unstoppable. 7-year plan. 2 years, 3 years, 2 years. You should probably start writing. 7-year plan, 2 years, 3 years, 2 years. I'm only going to cover today the first 2 years, but I will in great detail I will in pretty good detail tell you about the 3 and the 2. All your questions are in the first 2 years. So you can call this the D6232 plan. You better, I don't want to say better. No, you better remember it because it's the only thing we're going to do for the next 7 years. We're not going to do anything else. Nothing else. Nothing else. Nothing else. A lot of you want to know about the company and stuff. So before we go into the 2 year, 3, whatever thingy, my Bobby, I'm going to put on my screen so where you can take a screenshot, should you choose to, of everything you are getting yourself into. And by the end of this call, you will see how big we are or not. This company essentially has 18 divisions. Coaching, y'all can see this, right?
Yeah.
I was just
Yeah, we
about
can
to
see
say
it
it's
now.
blurry.
Yeah, it started off blurred, but it's clear now.
It's clear
Okay,
now.
thank you.
Yeah, that's I don't know. That's out of Comcast or Zoom hogging my resources. Coaching and conferences, technology and AI, video game division, streaming service division, news company division, AI finance. Take a screenshot. Y'all take a screenshot. I'll scroll down. Take a screenshot. I will scroll down. Take a screenshot. Grace, I'm going to also let me double back real quick. Grace, I'm sending this to you in your email. If you could one by one just put these in the chat or group by group, as long as it lets you do it. Put this in the chat as well. And in that way, people can have it, people can have it as well. Okay. 18 divisions. Solar glass, cybersecurity, total immersion, precision medicine and genomics, quantum innovations, futuristic AI. So this is coming to you. And it will also be in your email as well, but this is coming to you. Grace has the email now. She will put it in the chat. Now, Audra and I can have the conversation I want to have. 232. While there are many divisions that I would love to focus on, right now, half of our divisions don't exist yet on planet Earth. They don't exist. Apple has these. Microsoft has these. The technology doesn't exist. The technology doesn't exist. Well, half of these do not exist. So what is it? We are committed to a forward-looking plan. So the first 2 years, we're going to establish a strong foundation. I will come back and explain these in great detail. The second 3 years, we're achieving global domination. If you know me for a while, dominate is the only word that I have. It's the only drive that I have. I don't have anything else, Amir. You know this about me. The last 2 years is pioneering the future.
Can you repeat those, sir?
Yeah, I got you. I will repeat them and I will copy and paste these into the chat. But this will be just about the only thing I'll copy and paste in the chat. For the rest, you're going to need to write down. So you should, right here in the chat, 7-year plan, D6232, 2 years, 3 years, 2 years. For those of you who may understand a little bit about me, you can see the strategic thinking, the psychological operations at work. You can see it at work. 2, 3, 2. The first 2 years is the initial years in which we are establishing these things. Grace, please read out loud.
Okay. Okay. Initial 2 years, establish a strong foundation. In the first 2 years, our focus will be on generating substantial revenue, establishing robust operational foundations, and creating competitive salary structure to attract and retain top talent. This phase is dedicated to laying down the bricks and mortar essential for Density6's evolution, setting the stage for rapid growth and scalability.
All right, Deanna, you get ready to read since Grace is copy and pasting me. Let me simplify that to you, all of you. I'm looking for very few people to overpay. I do this for a living. I know I just said something. I don't know what you heard.
I would have had
I
my
know what I
organ
just
music.
said
I would have had the organ music, but I was copying and pasting.
Very few people. The reason why we deal so much in AI is because one Adriana should be felt like 20 people. One person feels like 20. This is why we move the way we move. This is why I selected the way I selected, because my belief in you is that I can use you and pair you with my skills, any AI tool out there, and not hire 19 other people, so I can share 19 other salaries with you. Am I beginning to answer questions? We're about to go into hard mathematics. I will. Who in here is a math nerd? Okay, y'all gonna love. All of you are gonna absolutely orgasmically love this meeting. For those of you who do not like math, look on your neighbor's paper and look on your neighbor's paper. Okay, look on your neighbor's paper. Do y'all understand the concept? I'm slowing down in certain places, not to insult your intelligence. I am a professional speaker for many decades at this point. I know when to slow down so my audience can keep moving with me. Are we clear that everything I'm going to say after this should be filtered through very few people to overpay, not averagely pay, to overpay? All right. All the head nods. This sounds most excellent. Many of you are going to get paid off things you have not done. That's the point. With that comes a two-edged sword. Good sword is you're top 1% in your country. Bad sword is I don't need everybody who don't fit the culture. Just so we're clear, okay? Just so we're clear. So the first 2 years are about getting extremely cash heavy. Antonio, what are your expectations for Q2? What is Q2? April. I will give them to you in a moment. We'll get them to you in a moment. So what are the next 3 years? The title for your notes for next 3 years is Achieving Global Domination. I don't believe in competition. Can someone guess why I don't believe in competition? Some of you may have heard me say I've spent years.
There is no.
Yes, if you're focused
Say it again,
on
Ken. Hold on, let me see
there
what Ken
is-
said. Say it again.
There is no competition.
No, there's no competition. Not with me. I mean, everywhere I go, I'm the finest man alive. I'm the strongest man alive. My confidence is just sky high. Go ahead, Deanna.
if you're focused on the competition, then you won't move until your competition moves.
Okay, you're closer to the right answer. I don't believe in competition. I believe in being a monopoly. Does Google have competition?
No.
Exactly. We think Google so much that the word search has become Google. Realistically, the only competition to Google is OpenAI's ChatGPT, because now you don't even have to Google anymore. You can put in there what you want, which is why they immediately came out with Bard, just so we're clear. There should be no competition. You are not listening to a CEO that's going to have us in competition. We're going for a straight monopoly. So much to the point to where I'm going to have to get the right lawyers and stuff for them not to break us up. Just so we're clear. No competition. Monopoly. Now I've made 2 points. I'm stopping here, slowing down, because there's 2 things. Then if you could put the 2 things that I have clearly made clear, or 3 things in the chat. There's a 7-year plan. And that 7-year plan in which I want to overpay a few people. That's the second thing. So we can become a monopoly. This universe has a banking system. When you take care of Abdul, the universe will take care of you. It's just the way it is. It's just the way it is. That's just the way it is. Okay. All right, Deanna, I'll read out loud. So following the next 3 years, achieving global nomination. Over the next 3 years, the Density 6 aims to ascend to the position of global leadership within our industry. We're in 18 different industries, according to what I had Grace post out to you. This period will be characterized by significant strategic expansion, innovation, leadership, establishment as D6 as the entrepreneur reference point, the global reference point, the capitalistic reference point, pioneering technology in itself. You don't know this already, but if you talk to Lindsay, if you talk to Ina, we're already doing this now, getting on global stages right now. It's just behind the scenes. So for some of you who've been here for a little bit, Density 6 is 2 years old to me. For you, is 67, 68 days. I want you to think about how rapidly we are ascending towards a place. Last 2 years, pioneering the future. Grace, if you could read that out loud, I appreciate you.
Okay, pioneering the future. In the concluding 2-year phase, Density 6 will focus on transitioning towards the future of technology and innovation. This includes preparing our staff and product offerings to meet the emerging needs of the market, ensuring that Density 6 not only leads the present, but also shapes the future landscape of our industry. Oh, you're muted.
Thank you. Let me break this down in Antonio language, okay? Everybody okay? I'm breaking this down in Antonio language. Everybody here is a salesperson. Everybody here is an expert artificial intelligence engineer. You have no choice. Now, when we first started, I said everybody here is a salesperson, and I literally got cursed out by one of you. No, you're not here no more. Not because cursed out, they quit. Because they were absolutely convinced that I was telling you to go on the sales team. That's not what that means. It means that if you want to be a pioneer of the future, and if you want huge salaries, you may want my skill sets. You may want skill sets that cannot be replaced by artificial intelligence. So I'm going to explain this to you now as a Black man. And I know you don't know that I'm a Black man. Let me explain this to you. My people are constitutionally etched into being a labor force. Before you disagree or judge that, so are Indians, just in a different manner. If you think about the country that is China, they're the manufacturers of the world. If you think about the country that is India, they are the customer support of the world. Can someone please tell me where anyone said, I want to be customer support, technology support, because I want to be a billionaire? Can someone please tell me where someone says, I want to be a manufacturer, not the owner of it, a manufacturer so I can be a billionaire? See, artificial intelligence and technology is supposed to do one thing: make you not work. Capitalism is not the problem. We've had poor people before capitalism. We've had poor people before capitalism. Okay? Are we clear? In the Quran, in the Bible, in the Torah, there was poor people before capitalism. Before there was a central reserve bank, there was poor people. Therefore, if you are not an owner of the central bank, a beneficiary of the central bank, you are in something called debt slavery. You don't have to believe me. Grace, if you can Google it, please. There's a word called perpetuity. Perpetuity means a time of unspecified determination. Understanding this word perpetuity, there's something called debt slavery. They used to, every country in the world benefited from the transatlantic slave trade. They used to tell Antonio, I will take care of you, I will feed you, but you're not going to get paid. Now, please click debt bondage, please click it. Now, all of you are slaves. Debt bondage, also known as debt slavery, bonded labor, or peonage, is a pledge of a person's services and security for the repayment for a debt or other obligation where the terms of the repayment are not clearly or reasonably stated, or where the debt is excessively large. The person who holds the debt has thus some control over the laborer, whose freedom depends on the undefined or excessive debt repayment. Stop the screen. I am fully aware that all of us are debts. Well, not me. All of you, I own the debt. I'm in the top 1%. I own the debt. My job is to get all of you to own the debt. It's why I was looking for friends. Most of you have interviewed. If I told you that during your interview, would you unmute your mic and please say something? Just so they know I'm not joking.
Yes.
You said that to me.
There you go. There you go. Everybody, just about everybody. Just about everybody.
You paid Ty. Come on now.
Yeah,
You
know,
paid
I did. I slipped them some Jolly Ranchers, yeah, for sure. The reason being is because it's your job to take the money I'm about to talk about out of Density6's economy and put it into yours. Well, if you know any other CEO telling you that, but by all means, I forgot you do that. Fair enough. All right. Therefore, hold on, let me just finish the statement real quick. Therefore, as a Black man, I understand that technology is going to put all my people out of business. So I got behind it. Think about who you are in your country and ask if technology is going to put you out of business. You might want to get behind it. Go ahead, Sandra.
I just wanted to say that you just opened my brain. I'm so grateful. You just helped me understand, and I might not understand in its entirety, but you helped me understand more.
I don't understand anything. I don't understand anything. So you do it better than me. I'm a man. We don't have understanding.
That owning the debt, that is something big. and it has to be fought and taken, because that is something that we didn't understand. We were on the back end of it. So thank you for helping me
You're very
understand.
welcome. Let me say something that most of you are not going to like, but it's true. Islam, the Quran, the Torah, the Bible are all waiting for an extra dispensation that ushers in some sort of my bad. I was going to say it doesn't matter. To usher in an end time that creates something, peace. For many of you Christians who may not understand the Quran, Jesus is actually the Messiah who ushers in 10,000 years of peace. His story is a little bit different than yours, but it still is what it is, okay? And I am telling you that you can't afford to enjoy this peace. Because when that time comes in your religion, you can't get off work. When it's no, Christians, when it's time for you to take up your cross and go and do the thing, you got a mortgage payment. You're not listening. I'm gonna do it one more time, so you can. I'm gonna do it one more time.
But if I'm crossing, I ain't gotta pay.
Here's the deal: we're either too poor to catch a flight to enjoy the end times or whatever that may be, or we too obligated to do so. That's debt slavery. That's debt slavery in the finest. That right now you have so much debt that at the pinnacle of your faith, most of your faith can afford to participate in that revelation.
You better get out of my driveway, boy. You better get out of my driveway.
No, you can't disagree with this. Think about how much money you owe this month. So if your end times was to come back right now, are you allowed to go to Mecca right now? I'm not saying freedom. I'm saying, do you have the freedom to do so, or whatever that may be? This is what we're trying to change. This is what we're trying to get out of. Okay. So that's what we're going to do. So what's the first year, 2 year focus? Video, everybody write this down. Video game division, part 1 and part 2.
Are you breaking down
Absolutely am.
the divisions per year? Like the two,
Better.
3, 2, and now you're telling us what divisions are
3
gonna.
and 2 is dead now. We'll have 3 and 2 talk 3 years from now. I'm doing the
Okay.
first 2.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, we'll talk about the 3 in 2026. We'll talk about that then. 232, first 2 years. Here's every bit of your money, every bit of your salary, every bit of everything, every release date, every product release date. Every projection. Adriana, where VR tech comes in at. All that. Okay. Video game. You're going to write down 10 total things, y'all. Video game, and then video game part 2. Mexit News. That's I'll copy and paste it in the chat. My assumption is, anyway. Well, I speak multiple languages, and I'm also aware that phonetically spelling something, some people have to translate to their third. How many of you English is your second or third language or fourth? Okay, we got 1 up there, 2, 3, 4. Okay, we got 4 people that I saw. I even switched to the right side of my screen. So I'm attempting to control my pace because I have a Southern Texas draw, and I'm attempting not to use words. Like Satish taught me this like back in 2017. Back in 2017, he knew 11,000 English words, and he made them work. He made them stretch. He made them stretch. So I'm trying to use words that I know is in everyone's lexicon. Everyone's lexicon. Mexit news is that Mexit stands for middle class exit. Brexit, Mexit. ATS TV. Yeah, closing major deals with 11,000 words. That's a great book title. ATS TV. Rhino Leg CRM. Finally, Rhino Leg has a release date. Rhino Leg CRM. Arlingbrook social media. I would spell that. Actually, I would put all this out in the chat for you. I'm sorry. ATS TV. Bam. Rhino Leg CRM. Other bam. It's Arlenbrook social media, but it's just Arlenbrook. It's not social media. It's just Arlenbrook. You don't say Facebook social media. I mean, Instagram social media. It's just Arlenbrook. Okay, it's just Arlenbrook. Burn Chat now has a release date. It's Pastor Tony's favorite. Pastor Tony's second favorite. Phoenix Eon or Ion, depending on your part of the region of the planet. Candid, which more than likely is my favorite and would probably get me attacked, but we'll come back to it in a second. And then hardware and software under one roof. I will repeat that for people who don't have access to the chat. The first two were video game part 1, video game part 2. That was the first two. And then I believe the third one, the third one is Mexit News, which I did not. Oh, there it is. I did post it. Mexit News. Pastor Tony says, like all of them, they equal money. We about to talk about it. And then there's ATS TV, Rhino Leg CRM, Arlenbrook social media, on Burn Chat, Phoenix Eon, Candid, and hardware and software under one roof. I am going to not only explain the numbers, I'm going to explain each one of these products too. Is that okay? When I go to the products, I will share my screen so you don't get lost in writing down. Cool? Outstanding. Outstanding. Video games. Let's take a vote. How should I do? I have this broken down by quarter. Do you want a short version first and then the long version? Or do you want just the long version? Let's take a vote.
I go for short and long.
Yeah.
Okay. Short and long. Okay.
A short version.
Fair enough. So what I want to do is I'm going to post a summary. Oh, excuse me. All 10 of these are all for the first 2 years. Antonio, can we do this? No. If it's not in these 10, we cannot. Now, will we be doing things behind the scene? Yes, that's called research and development, Phil. You understand. This is not R&D. This is what we have to do. But this is our 2-year foci. That's plural focus. Latin, I is plural. Is everybody, are we all walking the same? Okay. I realized one year when I homeschool my kids, but back when my oldest son was just the only child or whatever. There's a bunch of mosquitoes. I live in a tropical area where there's palm trees in my front yard, palm trees and pecan trees. And it's mosquitoes. I mean, I'm talking about the ones that open your car door, Susan. Those, they open your car door. You just, those ones. And I'm like, come on, buddy, come on, hurry up. And I realized that it took him more effort to get to where I was walking, even though we were walking the same distance. You mind if I spiritualize that just for a moment? All of our steps are not the same length. So when I go too fast, you need to tell me, hold up. Because I've been doing artificial intelligence engineering since 2012. I am an absolute nerd, and my brain moved too fast. And I always do too much. Your steps may not be the same stride as mine, so make sure I slow my ass down, okay? Make sure, all right, there we go. There we go. Video game division. All this is for the first 2 years. If you want to do something different, I am going to tell you no. Unless, here's the secret. Here's the secret, Rajan. Say, ooh, I want to do something different, but can we do it in this? And if it's in the 10, I'm going to say yes. Okay, if it's in the 10, I'm going to say yes. Okay, Ron wants me to show something, and I'm glad he did that. So we have sponsored a basketball team because we're moving very fast. And oh, y'all not come on now. Y'all not gonna act like that's not cool. Oh, I bet your
No,
I
company.
that's
had my hand,
tough.
I had my hand up. All right.
That is very cool.
The
That's
That's
diamond
only
tough.
cool if I get one.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. I'm just saying, don't act like I won't say nothing, but your company ain't got no basketball jersey actual. So we got some kids actually wearing these jerseys right now.
Are we looking to sponsor another team?
Absolutely. We looking to dominate. You understand? We're looking to dominate. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. That's because Ron is in our athletic division. And et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So here's the deal. Our first 2 years, there's no athletic division I'm going to give you. Look at this name now. So Ron's going to be doing things, cross-pollinating and doing other things behind the scenes. But here's the beautiful part. Watch yourself. Pick up my mic. Pick up this. But he's still going to get paid.
They sleep.
They are. That's why a very few people to overpay. You're going to find out in a second. All right, here we go. Here's the short version. I'm trying to summarize the summary. I shouldn't do that. Launch and scale up strategy for the video game division. Video game division plans to start an ambitiously 100 mobile games, period, point blank, 100 mobile games in the first year. And by the second year, 250, period. To get a daily revenue of $60,000 with an annual revenue of $21.9 million. Therefore, by the end of that 2-year period, that's $82.125 million. I will explain this in great detail, but that's the short version. I'm going to pause right here because all of you have followed me. I have lied to all of you. I have 100% have. There's no doubt about it. I 100% 48 laws of power, even the closest of you. And I had to. I had no choice. Because if I told you I was working on something this big, you wouldn't have believed me. You would have freaked out because we've been doing this for 7 years. Pay's been unstable, and I didn't have time to deal with your programming. So behind the scenes, I was working on this without telling you. I let everybody think what they wanted to think. I already have 77 of these games built. Let's think what you want to think, et cetera, because I don't want you all to think that Density6 is a company. I am going for the #1 tech company in the world. My only competition is Apple and Microsoft and Google. I don't see anything else. So video games part 1, 250 games. Now I am going to explain this in great detail. You need to write this down. Year 1, 100 games. Please write that down. Daily revenue for all 100 games for in-app purchases alone is $300 a day. Ad revenue for these 100 games is $300 a day. This is why I went out and built a very large audience. Rewind, press play. Before I ever built this company, I built an audience of millions of people. Remember, I told y'all I'm focused on podcasts. I'm focused on podcasts. I'm focused on podcasts. I'm focused on podcasts. I'm focused on LinkedIn. I kept saying, Adrian, you wouldn't hear. I kept saying this over and over and over again, over and over and over again. I'm focused on podcasts. I'm focused on podcasts. I'm focused on podcasts. I'm focused on podcasts. They wouldn't hear me. I'm trying to build an audience so big that when we put a commercial out, they already endeared to us and they go play our game. Do I care anything about mobile games? Absolutely not. But I do care about creating an income producing asset that lets me overpay Adriana. Can I get a witness?
Amen.
Thank you so much. By my very mathematical calculations, getting 77 games, making $135 a day total, gives me 3 times more the revenue that I need to give everybody at least $100,000 salary. Can I push that further? Remember, I told you. Yeah, that's about right. If y'all don't understand, just go to Black church one day. You'll understand. Black church is that's a whole different experience. That's Phil get up there and preach. I had a friend of mine. I was like, oh my God, I didn't expect people to talk back to me. You in the Black church. That's exactly what they do. They help the preacher preach anyway. The goal here.
That's so good.
No doubt. Here's the goal. The goal here is for me to take video games part 1 and fail. If we never hit the goal, then fail. Every single thing else we do in this company is 100% profit. You missed it. I'm paying 100% of salary, 100% of bills, 100% of everything off of mobile games ad revenue. Pay attention to what I just said. That fundamentally changes how the sales team works.
Yes. Yes.
What you gonna sell?
Video games.
If the video games are free,
yeah,
it kind of changes the way you cold call.
Yeah.
It changes what you do. The goal is to create one product, well, in this particular case, 250, that pays for everything. That means the next 9 things I'm getting ready to talk about, 100% profit. Don't ever forget I'm a capitalist and I'm a real good one. I'm a real good one, okay? A real good one. All right. To repeat what I just said, and I'm finna move on. So in quarter 1, starting Monday, this is our plan. I am going to take some of these programmers, I'm going to give them a game, and then somewhere they're going to have a 30-day target to finish this game. I'm going to put another one. I'm going to say another one. And there's going to be 4 different groups doing 4 different games. I don't care about the games. I care about making them hyper addictive, sync with our ad revenue, and fantastic in-app purchases, but I want to keep them equal to where if you cannot afford the in-app purchases, I want to make games that are basically pay to play. What I mean is you got to pay to get an advantage, so you can grind and get an advantage, but you got to watch those ads.
Yo.
Say it again. Say it again.
Mhm.
Say it again.
All right.
I'm leveling the playing field to where if you can't afford this, there's no worries. Just watch those ads. You'll get the same
Oh,
thing
yeah.
as if you paid.
Yes.
Yeah. That's
There's an app.
It's like
There's an app.
YouTube.
great, Grace.
There's an app that I have. It tells stories, but it's in reels. And the first, when you're a new user to the app, oh yeah, you get the first 8 reels on them. But then next time you gotta pay for the reels, which is coins or whatever, and it costs money. They said, "Oh, you don't have the money? No problem. Watch this ad. We'll give you this money coins.
Please.
Watch this ad. You get to watch up to 10 ads every day."
Cha-ching. Keep in mind, we are a company. We don't sell no customer information. We don't put no ads in our products. However, I got section 2 of them that got ads. Our news company and our video games. Oh, no, excuse me. Part 1 of our video games. Part 1. It's only to make sure Adriana goes home and go, Dad, hits $500,000. Take a break. As for me and my house, we like that kind of energy.
Tracy, she put a question in the chat. She said, "Do you get paid when someone watches the ad?"
Absolutely, we do. Absolutely. Can y'all see? You see it now? Can you see why I can nearby guarantee over compensation for us? Because I built the audience first. And we're not talking about how good we are. I went and got the right Alexanders who are passionate. That LinkedIn post starting to make a lot of sense now, isn't it, y'all? If you want to be up and coming and make a name for yourself, I went and found the right people that are hungry to make a name for themselves in video games. And I asked them, and they look, see, I don't know if y'all see I do. I asked them, here's a pill, choose one. I asked them. I asked every last one of them. And I said, I tell you what. And Todd just posted. Todd was like, man, I'm self-taught. I was like, that sounds good to me. I'm self-taught. I got little experience. You sounded like the right person. And you keep going and you keep going and you keep going. Why? Because the goal here is to split money. This means when I put Abdul over a project, Alexander should get paid for it and he's not on it. Can I push that further? This means the admin support team, far away from the technology, far away from the sales, getting paid the same rate. I will come back to that at the very end. Okay. All right. Starting quarter 1, we'll just say quarter 1. Or in year 1. I got this broken down in year. Year 1. Those $300 a day. So we're trying to make sure that's happening. So in year 1, so by the end of this year, we're going to have 100 games out. Have I made myself clear? 100 games, period. All mobile. And this is what I'm going to do. That's why we have our news company, because I'm going to take these programmers and every time they design a game, I'm going to act like it's a Xbox game, a PlayStation game. You're going to see their names in the credits. And we're going to write articles about them. See, I didn't tell them this because I was looking for the right people. We're going to write articles about them. And it's going to say, oh, look at Pramesh. He did this game. You're not going to have to build your resume. We're going to build it for you.
May I?
Yes, sir.
Give him that screenshot of I think it was Prophet J and his write up
On the
for the TV, because that's basically what it's gonna look like. They
yeah, you
need
show
that.
right. You show right. You show right. I don't even know. I don't. Is it on ATS TV? Is that where it's at? I don't even.
Correct.
Okay, it's on ATS TV. All right, you right. You show right. We're going to.
And you're gonna
Yep.
promote them on Mexican News with
Mexican
that
News.
audience.
That's right. Mexican News is
Hello.
coming up. Mexican News is coming up third. We're going to literally treat all of y'all like Hideo Kojima. I be trying to. I be trying. All right. In year two, 250 games. Excuse me, an extra 150 games are going to come out. And we're going to get $450. And the rest you can use. You can use the summary I just put in the chat to get the rest. However, I want to talk about customer acquisition about this first and how we're gonna do this. Yes, ma'am.
What's the $450?
Sorry about that. We're gonna increase our in-app purchases and ad revenue by 50% to reflect growth. If we're not growing, then we're dead. So that means we're gonna upgrade our gamers understand this automatically. We're gonna give 2.0 version, 3.0 version. We're gonna continuously update our game to increase user attention and user engagement. And then it's gonna be $450 a day from in-app purchases alone.
Increase
then-
user acquisition.
That's correct. And $450 a day from ad revenue. So both of those are gonna be $450 a day from ad revenue. I'm doing this differently, and I'm talking only to the programmers. You are okay. Every programmer, just you can go back to multitasking after I finish these few sentences. You are not just building games here, so you can get up and go, I worked on a project. I hate that about the gaming industry. You're building games here to take credit for inventing an algorithm in that game, for inventing a new way to do things or an old way to do a new thing. We're going to treat all of you like video game celebrities. We're going to start a video game development podcast just so you can have a voice and tell people what you did behind the scenes. It's on Mexican. Anyway, I got to get there first. I'm sorry, I haven't got there yet. I haven't got there. I'm trying to get there, but year two, it's like preach me. I'm trying to get there. I'm trying to get there. This is why I was asking, and every video gamer here heard me say, well, I'm looking for a long-term relationship. I want to see if I like you. This is what I want to do. I want to see if I like you. And I turned out 172 people or something like that. Just so y'all know, it was 186 and 172 got denied or something like that. Just so we're clear, I picked what I thought was the best people. Just so don't be humble about you being a great video game engineer, because we're gonna absolutely make you famous and make a name for yourself. Now you're gonna say, I don't want to be famous. And I'm gonna say, I don't care. I'm still gonna make you famous. That's the goal. And I made that up front. I really did. I really did. Okay, I'll find that right up a little bit. Okay, you'll get this email with more things, but I do want to bring out this user retention rate. So we're going to aim for a rate above industry average. So we're going to try to keep when users log on for day one, we want to keep over 40% of those users. Day 7,
So
we want
that's what I was about to ask. What is
Yes.
user average?
so the user average would be somewhere 25-30%.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I was addicted to Bubble Witch.
Fair
I'm
enough.
sorry.
You
I
shouldn't.
was.
I know.
I had to take it off of my phone. But at any rate, when I didn't log in for a couple of days, when I go back, it would say, "Welcome back. We're gonna give you some extra lives or extra bubbles or whatever
That's
it was,
right.
for you to continue to play." And the first couple of sessions, they made it easy, and I was like, "Yeah, keep playing." So that's what you're doing to
That's
the people.
exactly what I'm doing.
Okay.
Right now, Caramel Smash has 100 levels. I'm going to give it to probably Adriana Alexander, somebody, Todd, and say, hey, get us unlimited levels. Let me get us unlimited levels. And then and we got, I think it's 3 different in-app purchases like right now and blah, blah, blah.
Please, because me and Grayson already got to the end of the game. And we're ready for more levels.
Yeah. And so that's going to take them 2 days to finish, and it's going straight to publication next week. It's going straight to publication next week. Straight to publication. It's like literally straight to publication. Then we're going to start over, and then we're going to start over, and we're going to start over, and we're going to start over. So this is happening now. This is happening now. I've got a little basketball anyway. They're all hyper casual games. We're going to focus on hyper casual. All video game part one is all hyper casual games. All hyper casual games. Now, Alexander's is going to like video game 2. He's going to like that very much. He's going to like that. He's going to like that very much. I know Abdul and I know Prophet Mesh is going to like video game 2 because we talked. I remember our interviews and I remember what they wanted to do. So we're going to go for above user engagement rate, and we're going for lifetime value. Okay, I'll send this email to you in a little bit. Okay, I'll send this email to you after the call. I'm gonna move on though. Video game 2. Oh, I need to give you out a summary, Donna. Where's the summary?
My apologies.
Okay.
What was the user retention rate again?
Don't worry about it, Grace. It's good. Like 40%.
Antonio?
Yes, sir.
You know you're smarter than you look. You know that, right?
Yeah, they told me that. Got me in trouble.
You haven't even gotten into the heart of this meeting yet, sir.
No.
And what you said out your mouth thus far.
Uh-huh.
Now, check this out. I'm old enough to be your pop and some.
Yes, sir.
And you've blown my socks off. And it takes a lot to blow my socks off. Because I'm sitting there going, no, he didn't just say what he just said.
I sure did.
And you said it, sir, and I'm not a gamer. And you said it in a vernacular that makes it very, very clear that if you do half of what you just said,
come on, man,
you trying to do, this company's gonna it's unbelievable.
I told every one of the gamers.
Wow.
I told every last one of the gamers at the end of the interview. I said, okay. I remember I'm so strategic. I leaned in, Susan. I said, to be honest with you, you should really be thinking about $1 million base salary. If I told you that, would you please unmute your mic and let them know that I had the fortitude to tell y'all that?
You did?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Yep.
I wasn't joking. I was absolutely not joking. I was absolutely not joking. Alexander's, this is me and your favorite part, buddy. Right here. I'm going to read this myself, Grace. Video Game Division Part 2. Major release strategy for video game success. This segment focuses on developing and launching 2 major PC game titles over 2 years, with extensive marketing and development phases leading to the launch of the first game in January 2025. There's a release date. I already got the game.
I got you. You're there.
I got both games.
We don't have to develop pretty much anything. We just got to complete it.
That's it. I got both games. Delta.
So this is not going to take long.
I can't remember that.
You know, when
No.
you develop a game, it takes a long time. We're at the final stages right here. This means this going in.
Right. I can show you the code right now. I've been doing this for years. Secretly, you know, let me do it right now. My programmers are going to appreciate what I'm about to do. This is our January 2025 game. It's called Meteors In. I would tell you about it later. Here is my code for the AI companion. Some of this stuff is deprecated. Now, for some of you programmers, you see that I use comments. I'm old school with the code, right? Lots of machine learning, etc. Here's the role that the companion can do: scraping, survival, exploration missions, side missions, combat, blah, 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 blah. Just know it's a very extensive check attack conditions, blah, blah, blah. Here's a control map. Where's Adriana? Because it's when I'm okay. VR and AR all in this. 100%. Look, here's your AR manager right here that I started. Sound like you on this project.
I look forward to being a part of it.
There you go. So let me tell you what this game is about. It's a very long game. Okay. So I'm an accomplished screenwriter, for those of you who don't know. And it's 100% story driven. It's called Meteors In. Meteor, like comet, meteor. And this is what happens in the game. As soon as you open the game up, we got high voice actors and everything for this. As soon as the game opens up, within 5 minutes, it's kind of like, I don't know if, anyway, it's so beautiful. And in 5 minutes, you find out the government has been hiding a major secret. Everybody has 365 days to live because a meteor is going to smash into planet Earth. And from that point, the world goes flipping crazy. Religious people establish cults. It's crazy. It's crazy. I've built in that this is my AI learning now. Where's Alexander? He's going to appreciate this. I got ambush cars. Anyway, that doesn't matter. So what happens is now you got 365 days before the game ends. It's a countdown. Day 1, right? 364 days left. Y'all get it? And each one of those games, and each one of those days is a long story mode. It should take at minimum 365 hours to finish our game. I'm still old school. I'm part of that crowd saying, stop rushing these games and give us long story modes. Now, if this don't make sense to you, Bethesda just dropped a game with 1,000 worlds. Who know the game we're talking about?
Starfield.
Mm-hmm. They just made billions of dollars on the same concept. And each day, and here's the deal, as the media gets closer, tornadoes and weird places happen. Tsunamis happen because it's changing the gravitational pull. Now you got the moon and the meteor raising the tides, lifting waters. So it's a survivor game. And you have to, and how you play it, the whole world is dynamic. So if you play like a good person, then the world responds to you that way. If you play like a bad person, the world responds to you that way. You can team up with evil people, or you can team up with good people, depending on your karma level.
That's good. That's something like Fallout used to do.
That Fallout used to do. Absolutely. That's exactly what made me think of it, because I'm a huge Fallout fan. That's my favorite game.
Really?
Absolutely. Yeah,
that's a really good one.
Yes.
That one. How long has it been in development? How long have you been working on it?
2
'Cause it
years.
sounds like a sizable project.
It is a
2 years?
sizable project. I've been working on it 2 years. It has to be at least 1 million lines of code already. It has to be. Yeah. I've been working on it 2 years. Just quietly in the background. I even taught a class for a year with Deanna and the kids and everybody, teaching them how to do it. It's super story. I want to hire actors. And y'all ready for this? MoCap. Sorry, y'all don't do my program is motion capture. I'm not playing. Where's Alexander? I'm not playing. And here's the crazy part. All the programmers, I'm gonna work on it, and y'all getting credit. 100%. Credit, money, revenue share. I'm trying to treat this like Hollywood. That's why I asked for people who want to make a name for themselves. That's one of the major releases. It's there. Got nothing to do with it. One of the major releases. That game comes out. I got it slated to come out January 2025. We got to push it back. We got to push it back. It's all good. But either way, it ain't getting pushed back past 2025.
Ron asked, will there be a sports game created?
On the hyper casual side, yes. On the hyper casual side, yes. Not on the major releases that go to Steam. Yeah, some of y'all don't know what I'm talking about, but PC and Steam and all that stuff like that.
Also, is motion cap with a put on the green suit with all the little white balls on them? Or is it okay?
That's correct. How they shot Avatar, the movie. Yes, that's correct. We trying to hire actors. You get it? Actors to do all this stuff. I want to work with Lidar. Okay, there you go. We're going to get it. In this company, we don't use third parties, so we can't build it ourselves. We don't do it. So if we have to learn how to do a new skill, oh, well, that's what we do. That's what we do. By doing this, you make one successful game like this, Abdul Rahman Rana, that's not a regular name no more. That's the guy behind Meteor's End. So, anyway, all right, I got to speed up. By year 2, the second game comes out. All right, let me break this down by quarter now. From March to August 2024, I'm sharing this code. We're going to focus on development, securing the IP rights. We're going to finish our early production I've been doing. And we're going to utilize this game period to do our animation, our storyline, and our core. I already got the core mechanics done. Oh, I can actually show you the core mechanics. Pull up. Nope. There we go. There we go. All right. I can actually show you the core mechanics. Resource management, hazards, crafting, exploration, choice and consequences, random events, day, night. Oh, you can't see?
Blurry.
No, it's blurry. Okay, now it's come. We can see it now.
Okay. Yeah. Resource management, hazards, crafting, exploration, choice and consequence, random events, day and night, NPC interactions, permadeath. I may take it out. I haven't decided yet. Multiple endings, evolving game world. I forgot what this was. Whatever. Difficulty levels, tutorial. Forget that. Reputation system, injury and illness, factions. That's what makes the game cool. Character customization, timeline, time limited events, environmental. I'll just skip down. Combat, and skip down. Multi-path story. So the game right now has, and it has a chat too. So you can play with everybody, or you can talk to everybody. So I play Fallout 76 a lot because I'm a huge Fallout fan. And the one thing I wish Fallout 76 had was a messaging system, because 20 people out on the server. So when I go launch a nuke, I wish I could tell people I'm about to launch a nuke. Y'all stop doing what y'all doing. So I think it would be cool if you can talk to everybody on the server. So I invented it. Anyway, we'll talk about that later. So as you can see, the gaming mechanics are there. Quarter from
And I
March to
said,
August.
boom. Okay. I'm
Somebody
done.
should. Okay, so that was from March to August 2024. Marketing kickoff, September 2024. We're launching an aggressive marketing campaign, including teasers, development diaries, active engagement on social media, game informers, building up anticipation. By October and December 2024, I would like to be beta testing. The goal is to release the game January 2025 in the post-holiday season to capture audiences looking for new gaming experiences. Yeah, I play Fallout 4 right now, and I just got finished playing New Vegas. Year 2. So once we release the game, right, immediately following the launch, plenty of marketing. We'll release some DLCs, expansion, etc. The second game release date is December 2025. So y'all should write that down. January 2025, December 2025. It's a military type game, but I'll show you. It's a game based on yeah, if y'all didn't hear what was in my head, I'm sorry, I can't tell you. I can't tell you. It was Delta
Great,
something.
thanks.
Well, I was gonna say some top secret stuff that I'm not supposed to be saying, so gotta be careful. And let's see.
We're all under NDAs.
Say it again. Oh,
We're all,
fair
we all have NDAs.
enough. This is true. Fair enough. This is true. Anyway, I gotta find another game. It's down here somewhere. Whatever. Okay, that's video game 2. Mexit News. Big expansion for Mexit News because it's ad revenue driven as well. So Mexit News. I want to become, so right now we're a tier 3 news company. I want to become a tier 1 news company. To give you an idea, there's 3 tiers. There's tier 3, tier 2, and tier 1. 1 being what you think it is. CNN, Fox News, NPR, these are tier 1. Then you get tier, I think Yahoo, maybe Yahoo Finance is still tier 1. Then you get tier 2 news like India Times and all this stuff like that, right? Stuff like that. You get tier 3 news like Mexit News. Nice size audience. Now we do have press credentials. We can't get to conferences. I'm working on White House press credentials. I did not move fast enough when Phil told me to do something, so I got to find another way to do it now. But there it is. That's the consequences of moving too slow. So Mexit News is we're gonna go. Read that for me, Grace. Because I keep trying to summarize the summary. I literally, after I wrote everything down, I went to ChatGPT to say, can you summarize this for me in one sentence so I can, just in case I wanted it. And I want to summarize the summary. Go ahead.
Mexit News expanding reach and content volume. Summary. Mexit News aims to become a dominant force in media by publishing 82,125 articles and producing 2,000 podcast episodes within 2 years. The strategy includes ramping up content production, employing aggressive marketing to expand audience reach, and innovating with interactive content to engage users, setting a foundation for significant industry disruption.
Thank you so much. This is where we put on a lot of TV shows for these programmers and stuff. Between today and June 31st, I'm going to pick a few more. I'm going to turn a few people into journalists, a few more. I will decide. That's more than likely going to be one of my next job postings if I can't get it here. And the goal is to begin producing 20,531 articles by the middle of the year. That's by June 30th. There needs to be 20,531 articles. San Antonio, that's a lot. CNN posts 100 to 2 articles a day. I
You
did
say
my
by the middle of the
research.
year?
About
You said by
June
the-
30th, June 30th. We already got something like 4,000 articles up. It's not like, yeah, it's not like we ain't doing well. 20,000. Why 20,000? Because it's ad revenue generated, right? Do you see what I just did there? Do you see that? Video game 1, ad revenue. Skip video game 2. That's just how good we are. Video, the Mexican news, ad revenue. But we got to control our own news. Who's better to talk about Abdul better than us? Who's gonna brag about MP better than us? The world don't know we own Mexican news. It's not called Density6 News. Right now, I'm showing you how slick I'm being. I'm showing you how slick I'm being. And right now, Safari. Actually, all y'all go to Density6. Density and then SIX.com. I know because all y'all nosy. I didn't try to be people. They love researching.
It was funny. That was funny. I clicked on it when you sent it the other day.
If you go to Density and then SIX, I'll be buying the other domains, just 6 and stuff. SIX.com. It says, sorry. Yeah, see it. Share your screen, Grace. Share your screen. Now click the feeling nosy button. That's all it says. That's all our website says. And when you do that, it takes you to Mexiverse and everything recorded about Density6. Now this has been, look, this is our archives. So we've been hit this February 2021 on the right, Grace. Just so y'all know, there's an ad. Thank you, Grace. You got us paid like a fraction of a penny. Appreciate you. Thank you, Grace. All right, you can hit X. We appreciate that though. We've been posting articles for 3 years now. Okay, you can stop your screen, Grace. Type in, hold on, Grace. Say the screen one more time. Advanced search. Hit India. Just type in India in the search. Let's type in India. Boom. And you get anything we talk about in India. Stop your screen, Grace. Thank you so much. What's to stop me from writing a glorious article about Todd Lumen, up and coming Unity gaming producer, self-taught, raised himself up from the miry pit to become one of the world's most best Unity developers. And that would be online forever. And now he has that link and he shares it. Nothing stopping me from doing that for Adriana, for Abdul, for Alexander's. Nothing. Because it's part of the plan. All right, 20,000. Write this number down, 20,531. And that's 500 podcast episodes. So makes the news podcast coming back up. 500 podcast episodes. Some of these episodes are reading the articles for audio. Some of them are interviews with Satish Araha and the work he's doing behind the scenes and what Jalen is doing for blank. From July to December, the year end goal is 41,062 and 1,000 podcasts up. So by the end of the year, 41,062 articles will be on Mexican News. If I got to write them all myself, I will. Antonio, why are you doing this? Because I understand. How many understands that the internet is still run by the written word? How many of you get that? No matter how advanced we get, Google still fancies the written word. And if you have 40,000 articles, Antonio, why are you doing this? Because I fully understand that the way y'all Google and search today is going to be irrelevant. I said this 5 years ago that one day we're going to be going search for this. What I did not see was Chat GPT. So when we got 45,000 articles a year being posted, don't you think they're going to scrub our database? So when you search on a subject, it's going to be us. So when they say, how do I become a game designer? It's going to say, well, if you follow Adriana steps. Can you show me women? Can you show me successful women in tech? Yeah, sure. Adriana Rivera. Because we're going to write 20,000 articles about it. All right. All right. All right. So you got the plan there. That's Mexican news. ATS TV. What Jalen at? There you go. There you go. There you go. Jalen, introduce yourself. Tell them who you is. Allow me that colloquialism, y'all.
Hi guys, my name's Jalen. Hi Jalen. No, I'm just playing. So yeah, my name's Jalen from Chicago, Illinois, basically, and I am your director of multimedia and brand storytelling.
There you go.
And one of the biggest things that we're working on now is just being original and building the next, well, I shouldn't say the next, a better version of Disney Plus, Netflix, all that good stuff. So yeah.
We're stepping that up. I'm going to take these programmers. We're going to start a private project of creating an AI powered, like more AI than normal, an AI powered streaming service. That's where I want to move ATS TV to, and etc. So we're going to start this year. We're going to produce 5 high quality TV shows. The reason why those games exist, Susan, because it's going to cost us $5 million per show. That's the budget. I'm not playing no games. I'm not playing no games. Budget is $5 million for 25. Oh, I'm sorry. My bad. Let me see how the short description. My bad. I forgot. Remember, the short description is not in my head. When I finished.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I just thought you didn't write one and you were just talking.
No,
okay. I mean, I know you had the plan. I thought you didn't, you know.
When I wrote my whole thing, I said ChatGPT. I think I put the prompt with something like, it was something like, please give me the title of each one of these in a 3-sentence explanation or something like that. I did something like that because I wasn't going to do it. I spent all this time writing this. I'm not going to do that crap. So I got the summary done by ChatGPT. There you go. There's the summary. We're not going to read it out loud. Read it out loud, Grace. Just read it out loud for people. Because I don't want the summary. My brain don't work that way.
ATS TV sets out to challenge the streaming industry by producing 20 TV shows and 11 movies in 2 years, alongside selling movie scripts to studios. With a focus on acquiring 3 million subscribers and leveraging a $110 million marketing and production budget, ATS TV aims to establish itself as an industry leader by offering high quality, diverse content and a superior viewing experience.
Y'all don't, Jalen, unmute your mic. Me and Jalen meet once a week. Are we writing stuff right now, Jalen?
Yeah, most definitely. I mean, I know you're doing your own thing, but just the stuff that we got going on, most definitely.
Just the stuff we got going on. Me and him, I think last week we decided, hey, we going to sell 25 of these joints. We're going to just pull it aside. Why? Because the more notoriety, then the more the video games explode, don't they? What happens when Abdul is I got you. What happens when Abdul is responsible for a game that has 1 million users playing at the same time? Go ahead, Prophet Jay.
I seen where on our link LinkedIn, I'm not LinkedIn, our chat about signing up. So do you have to make a new one? Because we made one like last year. We made one
Yeah,
too.
you got to make a new one. Jerome had the same problem too. Yeah, because he was like, "Oh yeah, I'm just signed back in with my." No, it's all new. It's all new. You got to
So
make a
go
new
ahead and do it before it gets charged. Okay.
one. You better.
All right. I tell Renee to.
You better, because I will take your monthly money. I will. I have no problem with it. 99% of things in Density 6 are free for y'all. So all these games, all these apps, and what I'm getting ready to mention, it's free for y'all. I think I got like 44 employee perks. I don't have time to go through them today, but I will go through them probably maybe next meeting or something. I got an idea. I'm supposed to be. Let's do it. Make that one of your top projects, Satish. Make that one of your top projects. All right,
Yes, sir.
Jalen, 5 million. We're moving $5 million a film. I mean, a TV show. A TV show. $5 million a TV show. Okay.
In terms of,
I'm telling you that we're stepping our game up. I'm using video game money for us to have big budget stuff.
got it.
$5 million a TV show. All right, let me go back to it. Okay. So in between, well, anyway, we're also going to start 3 original movies. That's $10 million per movie. I have one movie in mind that I absolutely want to get Big Ja on, but I'm gonna be quiet. I'm not gonna say nothing else. I'm not gonna say nothing else. I'm not gonna say nothing else.
Please get
Mhm.
Adriana too, because she's a
Mhm.
singer.
Okay.
And you gotta get what's the light skin Ayana? I need her.
Okay, fair enough. We're getting ready to buy a warehouse and make it a TV studio. TV studio.
Did you say the 5 high quality TV shows are what's the budget 5 million?
5 million TV shows, 10 million for movies. The reason why, now this makes sense. The reason why
I'm
we're
sorry.
yes, ma'am.
Is it 5 million per show or total?
Per show.
Gotcha.
Per show. The reason why we're building our own TV studio in Mir is because I'm not trying to use AI voices for our video games. One of the coolest things I've ever seen, y'all ever seen, was Grand Theft Auto 5. Grand Theft Auto 5 is so cold that I might go play it after this call, and it came out in 2013. Still has the #1 gaming community in the world outside of Fortnite, for God's sakes. The modding community is just ridiculous. But here's what they did. They used up and coming actors like they've been doing and put them on. That sounds like something Density 6 wants to do. We're gamers. We know how to make games we like. We know how to make games we like.
You want me to drop the mission in there for him?
Drop the mission there, please do. We know how to make games we like. Grand Theft Auto 5 is a low poly game. That's y'all don't know what that means.
I was about to say, can you explain low poly? Thank you.
Okay, so are you familiar with Sims, the game Sims? And then customer characterization of Starfield or Fallout.
Absolutely. I play Fallout 76.
Okay, Fallout is not low poly. Look, if your mama walk in, she think you really looking at somebody running through a post-apocalyptic world.
Sims is low poly.
GTA is low poly. It's
okay.
You don't see freckles. It's it's a little character. You get it. It's a little character with it's a little character. It's a little character. It's not that low poly, but it's low poly. You know what I'm saying? It's not. Can you customize your character? Can you change Franklin? No, you can't do these things, right? You can't do these things. low poly game with amazing storyline and amazing actors. This is why I'm not trying to use AI voices. That's not my vision. How can I make Abdul famous using an AI voice? No. We trying to cause so much disruption, Adriana, that Microsoft come over here like, wait a minute. We need to buy y'all. And I'm gonna say, we're not for sale. $87 billion. Well, you know what? I've always wanted to sell. I've always wanted to sell. Now that I think about it, you know. And 87, just so we're clear, which I'm absolutely not selling Density 6. I would absolutely sell the gaming division if you're gonna tell me $87 billion. You know why? Because the way I got things set up for y'all, every last one of y'all leave here 100 million now. Anyway, I'm gonna be quiet. They don't want to listen to me. They don't want to listen to me. Go ahead, Melissa.
Just real quick, I need a zombie game made.
Hold on, you need a what?
Zombie apocalypse.
Okay.
State of Decay mixes with Last of Us.
You know what? I've been wanting to write a zombie apocalypse series, but it doesn't fit in my. I don't know if y'all know I write fiction books. It doesn't fit in my universe I created. So you know what? I may change the second game release to that. I think that kind of felt good when you said that. I might change the second game to a zombie release.
Wait.
It could fit because how does like Neo Vertus and how does Nexus Verse come about?
So it fits gaming. It doesn't fit my Cities of Solaria verse, but it does fit the game.
It does. Oh wait, no, it doesn't, because that wasn't a nuclear. Okay, never mind.
Yeah, I could say radiation would have did it. I could. You know what? I could.
There's radiation from EMPs.
Absolutely, it's a nuclear bomb.
See, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Okay, so
absolutely nuclear
you can,
bomb.
maneuver.
No, what I can do is I can say the nuclear bomb caused fungus to mutate, and spores made zombies out of everybody. I could absolutely do that. I can absolutely scientifically do that.
Pastor Tony said a virus.
The spores would be the virus.
Yeah. And it maneuvers throughout the entire verse based on what's happening in Kofi's side.
That's exactly what spores do. They absolutely get in your lungs and maneuver. That's exactly what spores do. There's no doubt about it. And it's completely airborne. You're absolutely right. I could absolutely do that. So maybe, you know what? Zombie Apocalypse may be the second game. If you are a gamer, I tell you what, all you gamers who are very, very, but you need to read one of my fiction books. Now, you can go buy it, that's fine, but if you cannot afford it, come to me privately. I will give you a copy so you can see how cold our storylines are going to be. I would give you today, just hit me up in line app. You will see. Okay, you will see. Anyway, 5 TV shows, 20 million, blah, 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 content, 3 original movies, blah, blah, blah. Okay, I'm gonna skip all this because it's gonna be in your email. Year 2 for ATS TV. We're gonna release. Say it again.
Before you go further,
you got it.
One quick.
Okay, Todd, hit me up in line app real quick, Todd, and just so I can get a reminder.
So I did sign up. So I would tell Renee to sign up today too. But you're not bringing over the old shows of what people did.
No, absolutely not. I am right now, ATS TV. I did fix the spelling of Levon's name. I am highlighting crazy weird news.
Wow.
Okay. That's the only TV show there.
It's the only TV show there. It's the only TV show there. I will bring in those other shows
Right.
But they're not priority. I just bring them in just what people can use because we're trying to have a like we're starting off as Disney Plus. We're not starting off as Netflix. We're not doing any licensing. Yeah, I don't want to do any licensing. It's all original shows. Next, excuse me.
So
Next,
for those,
Lindsay, you look so pretty. Oh my God, Lindsay. Go
so
ahead.
for those, they never mind. Those that left, they just
That's
got.
the point. That's the point of leaving. I told everybody what I was going
That's
to
what I was
do.
about to. That's what I was about to say. I mean, because Renee said it the other day. She said, Jerry. She said he picked me, and I didn't know nothing. He said, but I didn't know that he wanted me to do this because I'm just new. Because she was just new coming in at the time you picked her.
I do it all the time. I do that all the
And,
time.
but for those, wow, okay, never mind.
Everybody
So-
here won't make it. Everybody listening to me right now won't make it.
He told us then, I'm waiting for, did you have a number? I'm waiting for like 13 of y'all to drop off. I'm waiting for all of y'all to drop off.
I'm waiting for all y'all to drop off.
He did say that.
Everybody here won't make it. Let me make this very clear. Everybody here needs money. That's your major problem because you don't need money. You need to be in the flow of money. Money is a side effect. Money is just a form of gratitude. If you do something amazing, people would thank you with their money. But this is why this is top 1% talk. I miss people when I talk like this. It's okay. What you need is one heck of an opportunity for ownership. This is what I have offered every last one of you. I'm not offering you employment. That's not what I'm doing. There's absolutely nothing about what I'm saying employment. I know I have to employ you because they make me do that. But I am absolutely educating you, telling you, and putting you into a position to take this money and put it into your own economy. So if we get richer, so do you. I ain't put a cap on nobody's salary. At no point would I ever look Trinace in the eye and say, you worth $22 an hour. That's all you worth. I don't treat myself like that. I told Lindsay privately, she'll testify to y'all. I said, make you one of the richest people in India. I'm a build around you. Sure did. Lindsay, did I not?
Yeah, you did. You did.
Absolutely. Told her, just wait. She said, well, can I move over here? Sure can. Can I do this? Sure can. Just wait. This ain't no employment. That's why I asked you. I tried, you remember. Choose which one. Which one you want? I have no problem. You saying, I want this. You would actually save me money. But like I told most of you, I'm more focused on how I make my money versus how much I've made. I'm done with everything. You're looking at me in my retirement phase. This is my last hurrah. I am Susie, you're strategic. 232 sounds like 2 years to build cash heavy, 3 years to establish, take over, and then 2 years to find my replacement if you paying attention.
Whoa.
It's not hard.
That last 2 years, I didn't think about it.
It's not hard.
You got
okay,
to.
but okay, you know me. I don't see everything until you say, "Oh, okay." Because I heard you when you said, "All I want to do is write books."
I want to write.
No, well, you ain't say travel, but yeah.
I'm going to say this on a recorded line. Y'all hold y'all children's ears. This is going to be so funny 10 years from now when they play this video. All I want to do is write books, have a lot of sex, and lay down all day and do what I want to do. That's it. I want to do nothing else. I want no responsibilities. I want to go off into the sunset like
pure heathen.
So wait a minute,
Pure
wait a
heathen.
minute. When I said that, like during our class or something similar to that, people laughed. I mean, Adam messed this up, not Eve.
Deanna gonna be busy is all I can tell you. I don't know what to tell you. I plan on going retire in Africa. Yes, ma'am.
You want your own gym with a basketball court and all
Absolutely.
that, so you get in your
Absolutely.
fun exercise for fun.
Absolutely. I'm gonna play basketball every morning. And here's the crazy thing. Jeff Bezos doing it right now. Jeff Bezos still eating off Amazon. Anyway, it's not hard to see what I'm doing if you're paying attention. It's really not that hard to see it. It's really not that hard. And in fairness, I said, Adriana, I said, Abdul, how long you will be here. That's what I said. Anyway, year 2, Jalen, 5 more movies. Oh, excuse me, 5 more TV shows, my bad. And 3 more movies. All same budget. But by the end of year 2, by the end of year 1, we should have 1 million subscribers. This is the aggressive goal. This is why the marketing, this is why the budget, etc. By the end of year 2, it should be 2 million subscribers. I'm going for 100% growth.
And that's accounting for production times, all that?
This is absolutely correct, sir.
Okay.
And then by year 2.5, it's 3 million subscribers. So by June 2026, should be 3 million subscribers. It's all going to be in your email. I'll show it to y'all. Just so y'all know, you're going to get this email. I'm sure it's going to come up blurry. Let me know when it's clear.
It's clear.
It's
All right.
clear.
You're going to get this email. This is what I wrote. This is what I had ChatGPT summarize. This is clearly not me. There's nothing about this me. This is a summary. I don't write like this. I write like a nerd. This is me. This is all math. You see it? Attrition rate, retention rate. This is me. You're going to get all of this. 100%. This is where we are. See, 3 million subscribers. You're going to get this. Financial overview and metrics. Total content production cost for 2 years is $230 million for 20 shows and 11 movies. Total revenue from selling scripts is $11 million from selling 11 scripts over two years. Total marketing and operation budget is $110 million. Subscription revenue by end of year 2 is $360 million at 3 million subscribers at $10 a month for 12 months. Break-even point is expected to be reaching at year 2. This is why the video games exist, because I'm not going to let this mess with salaries. Y'all gonna catch it later. I clearly said income producing asset to do this. I clearly said that. Clearly said that. Rhino Leg CRM. Oh, summary. Sorry, Grace. Rhino Leg CRM is going to be one of my very last things. I've been working on now. Adriana, I've been working on Rhino Leg CRM since 2018. Technically, I've been working on it since 2012, but I wasn't that good. I started reworking on it in 2018. I worked on Arlenbrook in 2018 as well. Grace, read that for us. This is pay very close attention to what I'm about to say. This is the end game. This is the end game. This is, before you read, Grace, this is Google's search. This is Apple's iPhone. No. When this company is known, it will be because this is our flagship product. This is Android. This is it. So pay very close attention, because once we get to a certain amount of subscribers on this, I'm then releasing our social media. Okay, go ahead, Grace. Read that.
Rhino-X CRM's aggressive 2-year plan includes acquiring 150,000 customers and implementing cutting-edge features to disrupt the CRM industry. With a strategic investment in marketing, product development, and customer service, Rhino-Leg aims to offer unparalleled value, targeting an annual revenue of $150 million by enhancing customer satisfaction and expanding market reach.
Rhino-Leg CRM is an AI-powered all-in-one customer relationship manager software designed to help business manage their sales, marketing, customer service, and analytical needs. With Rhino-Leg Business, you can easily store and manage customer blah, 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 blah. Rhino-Leg also offers mobile app integration, blah, 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 blah. Rhino-Leg CRM also provides documentation, blah, 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 blah. Additionally, Rhino-Leg offers e-commerce integration, document management, calendar management, customizable dashboards and reports, collaboration tools, email marketing, referral tracking, integration into phone systems, localization, sales team and customer support, operation management, lead management, sales pipeline management, mobile app access, sales analytics, email client integration, workflow, and workflow approvals. Rhino-Leg data / file storage is what I was trying to say. File sync share, inside sales console, sales performance management, marketing automation integration, chat integration, product level quotes, campaign management, customization options, social media management integration, case management, customer service automation, tracking, and territorial management, and much more. Rhino-Leg has Rhino Nurture. What does that mean? It means, Adriana, that when you get a lead into your CRM, to show y'all, when you get a lead into the CRM, it 100% nurtures your leads. It says, hey, Adonia, this person is matching your psychological profile that you have set forward. Would you like for us to help you with them? Yes, here's a standard message that we have drafted up for you. Do you approve us to send this message to your lead on your behalf? Yeah, you can't be listening. Also, what Rhino-Leg does is it has lead capture. If you've heard of ATS leads, it's part of Rhino-Leg, to where you can get 2,500 leads a month for free based on your company. It will scrape your social media, et cetera, 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 based on your product.
Now,
Dead serious.
that's
an appropriate response. Okay. It will get leads for you and nurture them. Then on the back end, Alexander's, there's Rhino Hub. Don't take my word for it. Rhino Hub has a bunch of stuff in it. I will now get you to see it. This time, Grace, I'm gonna share my screen.
Okay, Ina asks, you gather psychological profile through social media?
Absolutely. That's why we finna talk. Introducing Rhino Hub, a powerful marketing digital solution by Rhino-Leg CRM to help leaders amplify their online blah, 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 blah. What do we have? If it's crossed out, it means I coded it already. What my program? If it's crossed out, it means I've coded it already. So what is this? You have a CRM that is also a sales funnel software that creates sales funnels, that lets you create sales funnels with a team, that if you build $1 million sales funnel, you can then rent out that funnel and get paid on somebody else's back end for using it. Called Rhino Teams. So
Say that
it
one more time.
is,
Wait a minute, say that one more time. Oh my God. Okay, okay.
imagine if ClickFunnels, Russell Brunson, lets you work with teams and then let you rent out the best part of your sales funnel to people you don't even know. You create a partnership with them, and every time they make a sale, it automatically goes into your PayPal or whatever it is. You strike a deal with them. Yes, I would let you use my successful funnel. It's going to cost you 20% of all your sales. You sign a contract between each other.
Okay, I'm sorry. That just because you know who I am. You know what? You know I got issues, Antonio T. Smith Jr. So I'm just saying. Okay, I'm being quiet.
Somebody should have some. Just so we're clear, it's called Profit Pack. I know it's going to be a little delay here, just for a second, but it's called Profit Pack. What can you do with Profit Pack? Build sales funnels together, share and borrow ideas, commission deals, flexible payment options. And it's going to be, we're going to code this so well that the customer don't have to code. Our job is to code so great. You know what? Don't take my word. We're almost done, but don't take my word. The problem is, Adriana, I'm talking. That's the problem. I'm a man talking. You know, we shouldn't be talking, Grace. We should be listening. You understand? We should be listening. So this is the problem. The problem is we should be listening. I'm going to tell you what I understand.
I feel like we're in church right here. We're in church right here.
You should be.
All right, because I'm loving everything I hear.
No doubt. Is everybody familiar with NVIDIA? Y'all familiar with NVIDIA? Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
The infrastructure that was used probably 5 years ago is very different to the infrastructure that's being used today. But what Jensen's point was, I think it's a very important point, is NVIDIA has always been relevant. Historically, we see companies that are relevant at one phase of development, and then as the infrastructure changes, they become irrelevant. But you guys were able to innovate and push through. Let's move to a non-AI related topic for a second. I want to talk about education. So today, knowing what you know, seeing what you see, and being at the cutting edge of this technology, what should people focus on when it comes to education? What should they learn? How should they educate their kids and their societies?
Wow, excellent question. I'm going to say something, and it's going to sound completely opposite of what people feel. You probably recall over the course of the last 10 years, 15 years, almost everybody who sits on a stage like this would tell you it is vital that your children learn computer science. Everybody should learn how to program. And in fact, it's almost exactly the opposite. It is our job to create computing technology such that nobody has to program. And that the programming language is human.
Yep.
Everybody in the world is now a programmer. This is the miracle. This is the miracle of artificial intelligence. For the very first time, we have closed the gap. The technology divide has been completely closed. And this is the reason why so many people can engage artificial intelligence.
Stop right there. This just happened last month. That man just said this, no, earlier this month. No, was this April? No, this is March. He said this last month in February. I've been building for what he just said for 7 years now. I've been coding Rhino Leg since 2017 for this very thing. Thank God for a deal that I did with Satish that went haywire because I hate losing. And so I said, never again. And I put my head down silently, didn't tell nobody. I've been working on this. All right, wrapping this up because y'all got to go pee. Oh, I got to get back to me. When Rhino Leg gets to, I'm skipping most of the stuff in the details and the thing. When Rhino Leg gets to, I think it's 150,000 customers or 20,000 paying customers, something like that. Then we release our social media. I am not trying to be a social media company. Allenbrook Social Media pays 40% to content creators. Yeah, I don't understand. Allenbrook Social Media, think about OnlyFans, pays 40% to content creators. You have a subscription, you get 40% of that. There's not a single social media on the planet doing that. Can I push it further? There's 100 algorithms on Allenbrook, but no content algorithm. You get near 100% organic reach. Not paying attention. That's okay. Not just that.
It's okay.
But how are
I'll
you gonna
yell and
let that
shout.
happen without trying to get in on this ag money?
Because Allenbrook Social Media has 0 ads. I'm glad you asked.
So then how do I, well, you said organic.
You don't need to, because it's organic. I don't need to give you ads, make you pay for ads, if when you post, you reach 100% of your audience.
You said it's going to pay 40% of what?
40% of commissions. So there's a 99 to $8.99 that you can have exclusive content for your subscribers, and then you get 40% of that every month. 40%. 40%. This means you can have an audience of 50 people and be making $200 a month. Can I push that further? This means a church struggling with tithes and offering, 100-member church, can tell all they members, just go to our social media, our Allenbrook page, and just sign up for our subscription. And tell your friends to do so too. And now that 100-member church is making $4,000 a month when they tithes was $278 a month.
Watch it.
Can I push it further?
Can I say this right here? I just want to say this right here in this space. Can I say amen?
It's about right.
Amen. Okay, okay.
I'm almost done. Here's the deal. 100% organic reach, or just about close to it. No ads, because we don't believe in ads. The ads are only in one part of the video games and Mexit News, just to create salaries. There's nothing else in Density 6 that has ads, because we believe in 100% privacy. I will not sell your information to a third party. The reason why we have a social media is for one reason, Adriana, and this is brilliant, because Rhino Leg CRM, our major product, is going to go to other social media and they're going to make money. When we get to 20,000 people, we're going to say, hey, y'all don't have to ask Allenbrook these permissions. Put Rhino Leg on Allenbrook, and you can have fun on social media and click the AI make money for me button on Rhino Leg, and Rhino Leg will 100% run your business from your social media. Imagine if Facebook had a CRM designed to put money in your pocket. Y'all not paying attention. That's why I told you Rhino Leg is the most important thing. When I built Rhino Leg, I built a private chat that burnt. And then what spun out of that was something called Burn Chat, which is now next, Grace. Burn Chat is our FBI encryption level chat. That's also in Burn Chat, that 100% has quantum encryption. I'm pushing the boundaries of quantum encryption. Hopefully you hear what I'm about to say. And when you delete your message, it also deletes from the database. Our main target audience is anybody who wants privacy, the CIA, the FBI, NSA, the White House, governments. Who's the customer? Who's the customer for Burn Chat, Antonio? The entire Indian government. Y'all not paying attention. 100%. Not only can you turn a timer, I can show you the code. Not only can you turn the timer in your message burn, but here's the deal. I even got little social media elements in it to where if you post something for people to see, it burns too. 100% your messages never touch the database.
Okay, can I say this?
Mm-hmm.
When you said that 2 years ago, when you started talking about that,
I'm glad
the
you
most
recognize
important
that.
thing for me that I hung on to was for people who were going through and who are going through stuff that I went through and was trying to get a message out but could not.
Mm-hmm.
Because somebody's always watching. So when you say that, I mean, it's like, thank you. Thank you for all the people who want to get there. I need help.
I know.
He is killing me. She is poisoning me. You know what I mean? I'm just saying. That's not like you're just saying.
This
I'm
is
grateful.
exactly why I'm building this for regular people. Burn Chat, 100%. I need like 10 more minutes. Burn Chat, like 100%, is decentralized, encrypted messaging for regular people. If you lose your password on Burn Chat, you can't even reset it.
You got to go ahead and create another one.
Here's the deal. If you could reset your password, it means I'm saving your information. Y'all missed that.
Miss Susan didn't.
You can't even reset your password. That's it. Aha. I got that for Eddie Murphy. Coming to America. Taste the soup.
How do you do user authentication?
So you have a good, so we got, let me pull it up then. That's a great question. Let me pull it up.
And then what about like 2-time setup or dual authentication when it comes to like making money, you know, with streaming and all that?
Soon as you in, that stuff gets burnt off. You'll see. I'm finna show you. It's a great question. Burn right here. Burn chat. Oh no. Chat. There we go. Shucks, let's read. Where advanced quantum encryption and AI-driven security transformative communications are unbreakable codes designed to do blah. Burn Chat is at the forefront of revolutionizing blah. AI deep learning algorithms providing truly blah. Secure file transfer protocol, forensic audit capability sets a new standard. Let's go down to the main 3 features here. Quantum encryption, forensic auditing capabilities, restricted access mode, and compliance. Let's go down a little bit more. Here are the key features. Quantum encryption, zero knowledge proof systems, decentralized network infrastructure, biometric author. There you go. That's I'm starting to answer her question now. What shit? I can't see my little screen messed up. Biometric authentication, secure file transfer protocol, forensic auditing capabilities, AI powered threat detection, blah, 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 blah. There is an option on Burn Chat in which you can say, okay, you can store just this. I need this stored, just that. And we will store it. At that moment, you would be encouraged once a day, get this off the server. We don't want it. No backup plan, no nothing. My hardest thing, the hardest thing that I have to do with Burn Chat what's been forcing me to be great at cybersecurity and forcing me to be great with encryption. My hardest thing with Burn Chat is 2 things that I did not see coming when I started doing the code. When I started doing the code, it got so advanced. Sex trafficking and terrorism are my 2 major problems. This is a perfect app for sex trafficking. and a perfect app for terrorism. These are my problems. That's how secure it is. It's also a perfect app for the NSA and a perfect app for the CIA. MI6, you get it, right? Or whatever y'all call yourself. I don't know. Whatever you call your stuff. Right? You know, I only know American Special Forces and stuff like that. Whatever y'all call your stuff. Okay, you got it. All right, it's burn chat. Phoenix Eon is same energy. AI powered credit repair app. Boom. Oh, I forgot to tell y'all that Allenbrook is free, never to charge a dime. Subscriptions pay out 40%. I forgot to tell you that Rhino Leg CRM has 73 core features that should cost enterprise $35,000 a month. Y'all ready for Rhino?
Is it appropriate to say that I am very proud of you? Because I mean, you my mentor.
Yes, ma'am.
And I remember when I first started, before we had that mentor relationship, you talked about this. So I am so proud and excited for you.
I did exactly. This started, y'all, when I told everybody, let's invent something that it can't exist, but if we could, it fundamentally change the world. And I kept to it. Lindsay, I kept to it. I promise you I'm almost done. I kept to it. Rhino Leg. Just want y'all to see this real quick. I don't want you to. So Rhino Leg. Okay, here we go. Let me know when it's not blurry. Okay, good. See if this was it. There we go. Okay. So here's Rhino Leg CRM, contact sales, marketing, customer service, analytics, mobile app integration, mobile devices, lead routing, customer segmentation, knowledge, I'll just skip, contract management, payment processing, customer journey, email marketing built inside of it. MailChimp built inside of it. So where you don't have to pay for that no more.
Okay, this alone. Okay, so it will do emails for me. Got it.
Yes, it'll do emails for you. Plus, you don't have to pay a third party for that. Voice enabled commands, virtual meetings. This is where Adriana comes in. Virtual VR meetings and webinars. You're not allowed to sync Zoom on Rhino Leg. You know why? Because
I was about to ask why.
Because they record every last one of your conversations, and
They
Density6
sure do, which is why I
that.
don't like Zoom very much. That
Density6 stands against that. So look at this. There's 73 features: contact management, sales team and customer support, lead management, sales pipeline, 73 features, territory management, $49 a month.
Is there a date that it's coming out yet?
Say it again, Melissa.
Is there a date that it's coming out?
Indeed it is. Let me go look it up for you. The release date for Rhino Leg is, I can't find it here, but it should be January 2025 is the answer. January 2025 is the answer. Could I release it now? Of course I can. Or am I going to? No. Why would I do that? Doesn't make any sense. No, I'm not going to release it now. I would release it now, but I'd rather release it when you got a six-figure salary. You know how much you're going to sell Rhino Leg when you one of the richest people in your family? 73 features. 73 features. $49.99 a month. My absolute favorite app. We are revolutionizing music. Candid. Candid is our own podcasting and music and AI platform. I mean, music and what you call music podcasts. What am I trying to say here? It's Apple Music and Spotify. Okay. There we go. I'm
So
trying to say
basically
something.
all audio.
Nope. Audio and video.
YouTube.
Audio and video. Absolutely. Now watch this here. Y'all ready? Candid pays 40%. When you sign up for Candid for free, you can, I say this for last, you can get people to subscribe to you, your fans. Y'all ready? My album is free. You just have to subscribe to my network. Watch this here. $4.99 is what they get paid. 40%. Plus, we pay 40% more for streaming, Adriana. We're going to pay more than Apple Music, more than Spotify ever can for streaming. And we're going to pay monthly subscriptions 40% out. Every dime that comes into Candid, 40% of that goes back to the users. Everyone. So what am I saying? What you're saying, Antonio? Not only we about to revolutionize, Candid is actually, Adriana, I sold you Candid in the interview. Remember yeah, Candid is almost done. I showed her the Apple version in the interview. Here's the deal. Antonio, what you doing? This is my favorite part, Phil. I waited this long to say this one thing. It's my favorite part. We're not just changing the music industry. We're not just streaming. We're not just doing podcasts. We finna put record labels out of business. Artists are going to sign major deals with Candid and not with record companies. Because there's not an artist on the planet getting 40% of their income. That's not how record deals work. I used to have a major one. At best, artists get paid 25 cents an album. If their album costs $9, they can get paid $4. It costs $20, they can get paid $8. People are going to stop signing record deals and start signing with Candid. Sting, Bono, U2 are going to come to Candid to own their royalties and stream their music. This is going to be so big so fast, music companies are going to absolutely boycott us the same way they did Apple. The same way they did Apple. What Apple Music did in 2006 or 7 is what we're about to do again. This is not up for conjecture. This code is built. Yes, ma'am.
You're going to have an Apple boycotting us.
Yes. 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 We're doing so much disruption that they are going to have to, y'all know my business philosophy, get down or lay down. Y'all know my business philosophy. And the very last thing, hardware and software under one roof. All this money for all these reasons, so we can have hardware on one side of the building and software on the other side of the building. Because in year 3, Susan, year 3, we start building self-driving cars. Did y'all see it? See it? We start building cell phones. That's not what I want to do. In D6 Solar, right now, as I live and breathe, I haven't told nobody this, but like 2 people during the interview process. As I live and breathe right now, I am working on creating transparent. So, you know what? I'm going to show on the screen. I'm working on transparent. This is a great way to end a call, Adalia. This is a great way to end a call. This top secret information. Y'all ain't supposed to see this. You know, make sure this get on YouTube and stuff. D6 Solar. You ain't never seen this. I got a 50. So D6 Solar Glass AI powered transparent. Now, this don't come out to year 3, Susan, but check this out. Check this out, Lisa. You're going to love this. Forget all this stuff here. I got a 50-point plan of what I'm doing with solar powered transparent. So solar.
You said this is going on YouTube?
Panels. Absolutely.
You want to like close out all your tabs on the left?
Ah, no, that's all right. They're all right.
right.
They're gonna get it. Because I wish I had a me. I had to do all this by myself. Yeah, I do all this by myself. Smart
So the
home
other
integration.
part of that, I'm gonna just
Mm-hmm.
when you get something, it's not just you. Somebody else got it, just in case you don't do it. So they can look at it, but they ain't gonna pull it off like you.
This is no ideas mean nothing. Execution is everything.
Yeah.
And I am
So
an executor.
let them see what they need to be trying to do.
Ladies and gentlemen, I built every last thing that we talked about today by myself. One programmer by myself. If it wasn't for Phil and Susan and Grace and Adonia and Deanna taking care of the front end, so I can go do all this stuff on the back end, I've been on this code by myself. Now I got 11 of the smartest people on the planet. 11 programmers that I would work for myself that I can hand this off to and say, do better. I am currently right now, I'm currently right now working on, so remember, transparent solar panels. What I'm trying to do is have a screen fill that you go to two versions. A screen that you can put on your phone, like, take off, or build a cell phone with the screen, either one. You go to the store, you pay $99 for the screen, and it charges your cell phone. Y'all not paying attention. I said transparent solar panels to where the screen charges your cell phone.
Yeah, cell phones
What
are
about
powerful.
overheating,
They
though?
communicate and do business.
The overheating is obviously one of those things. Lithium, this, and that. This is why you're not only are you right,
especially
this is
stat.
why. See, I'm not going to have that much of that problem due to the fact that I'm not looking to be a third party. That's why I'm explaining this, because the last thing is hardware and software in the one roof. See, I can't trust when we put out our solar panel stuff that their specifications are I can't trust that. But what I can trust, Phil, is if we build according to what we built. So if I can build a device that won't overheat on both ends, we don't have that problem. This is why we are hardware and software. 5 more minutes, we out of here. I'm closing now.
Grandma said you had scruples.
I've got a few scruples.
Amir said we booking shows and tours too. For Candid, we booking shows and tours too.
Oh yeah, absolutely. People gonna tour with Candid. Candid is I got the logos for, man. I announced Candid in 2017 at a Mexic conference. I did when I don't even remember them papers. Sadia was here and stuff. I did. I really did. I really did. I've been working on Candid since then. And said nothing to nobody. Said nothing to nobody. I just been working on it. I haven't said anything. Last words to you. Love these love these programmers and love these sales team people, because I'm going to allocate 15 to 24% of all revenue for salaries. Period. This is, if I looked it up, Apple is paying about 24.69% of their revenue to salary. Apple last I looked, I had ChatGPT cross-reference it. Apple pays about $24.6 billion a year in salary. If I keep telling you, Apple pays $24.6 billion a year in salary. Antonio has absolute aspirations to pay $24.6 billion a year in salary. I don't need everybody Apple has. Yeah, that's about right. That's it. Apple don't need everybody Apple has. We're an AI company. I'm trying to get one Trinace that act like 20 people. Then take 3 of those extra people and give it to Tanya. Say, hey, you got 4 people salaries. The plane is on the ground. You're listening to the final words. Love these programmers. Love these salespeople. If you are on the back end and you think we not doing nothing, relax. You ain't a programmer. You ain't a salesperson. I'm telling you right now, you better message Alexander's. I mean, you need anything? You need some coffee? I can send coffee to Lithuania. That's not what he's at. I forget. I can't pronounce where he's at, but you get the point. Okay. We got you. Do you need something? Do you need something in Jersey? Do you need something in Jersey, Adriana? Can I send you some bananas or something? Is there something you can do? Do you okay? Grace, do you need one of those the booty pillows, tushy pillows, or whatever? I know you've been sitting down a long time. How's your lower back? How's that lumbar back there? I don't even know that. I just heard it on TV. You
I
better take
just was
care of
about to say a lumbar pillow.
a lumbar pillow. Oh, okay. Latvia. There he is. Love these people because starting Monday, these people are going to start coding and selling. And when our first app come out, which is going to be within 30 days, we going for the money. And here's the crazy thing. Everybody is going to get paid off of what Adriana is doing. You missed it. Anne Marie and Sonia about to be mad busy. Because we're going to need some customer support, ain't we? Anne Marie got to write 19 million gazillion billion articles. It's starting to make sense now, Suda, when I said 20 articles a day. It's starting to make sense. It's starting to make sense now. Now, here's the crazy part. It takes us 30 days to generate a quick $100,000. But then another 30 days, then another 30 days. And somewhere before the end of Q2 is over, every last one of y'all will be your number one employer. Now, here's the crazy part. I must tell you, because I'm a leader, I must tell you this. Everybody here is not going to make it. That has nothing to do with me. I'm not trying to be a downer. I know you're mad. You're going to correct me, say, Antonio, you can't say that. My job is to be realistic to you so you can prove me wrong. Pareto's principle is always in effect. There will always be 20% of the people doing 80% of the work, and you will not be punished for that. But the moment Adriana explodes that income, some of us are going to be exposed for not sharing a single link. That's nothing to do with me. For the rest of us, if you've ever prayed for anything, I don't know what your spiritual practice is. If you have another company saying, come share in our wealth. And the crazy thing is, I tried this before with the wrong people. I actually own the domain sharingourwealth.com. I tried this. It was called Ricasa, Xfield, X Jerome. I'm so not lying. I still got the logo. I'm not lying. This is the greatest opportunity I've ever had in my life. I've never been closer. I've never known that Alexander's, who me and him laughed and joked, man, I'm gonna sit here 6 hours and just solve this little coding problem. 6 hours, we're just gonna do this. I can't tell you how much fun I had with every last one of these programmers. Every last one of these programmers, they're crazy as hell, is all I can tell you. They're crazy. They're nuts. That's what we're looking for. It's exactly what we're looking for. It's exactly what we're looking for. Adriana's dad, a whole software engineer. She got it naturally. She ain't had no choice, Phil. She grew up doing puzzles and code. She had no choice. This is our time. This is no longer, Grace, time me for 90 seconds. This is no longer about hope. This is no longer about prayer. It's no longer about wish. Janice, you look good, by the way, too. You look like, you look like you're out there applying for a husband. You understand? You made me stop my whole closing argument here. Look at you with your fine self. There you go. Don't say so.
I'm
There
on
you
the
go.
market.
And there it is. She is on the market. There you go. There you go. This is no longer about hope, Alexanders. This is no longer about prayer. This is no longer about oppression, no longer about your country, no longer about the wars, no longer about our governments. Hear me very well. Time for 90 seconds now, Grace. This is about math and traffic. Math, I have this joke with Grace all the Grace, would you tell them the joke I give so I don't sound like a heathen? You can sound like the heathen. I already sound like a heathen.
What you want me to say? All right.
The math joke I give you.
I know, but you want me to sound like heathen. You said
Yeah, because everybody loves you, you know.
He says, but math is God.
Math is God. Tell him why.
Because it's numbers. The numbers are they can't be created or destroyed. They're numbers.
Give us another reason why. Was 2 + 2 the same yesterday?
Today and forever. Yes.
Math is God. This is only now. We're not even at the finish line. 2 things we need to control. Well, 3 things. Our ego, but that's different. That's a different conversation. Math and traffic. Please receive this from this call. Math and traffic. And here's the great part, Jerome. We got 46 million leads in our database. Remember I told you I built a large audience? Actually, it's probably 86 million because I forget Melissa gave us 40 million. I forgot about that part. Totally forgot about that. So we got 86 million leads. How you going to fail? 86 million leads, 2.4 million of them like us. They think we're cool. When your problems are reduced to controlling traffic, there's no way you can fail because we can't control math. It's just math. Just hit the numbers. We win, which leads me to the very last point. As soon as we hit Zoom, this call has ended. No, goodbye. That's what it says. That's what it says. Goodbye. As soon as that happens, you are now in, what can I do for Density 6 to help them control traffic? That's all. Not, I'm Antonio. I don't know, whatever you say. It's how much can I share this link? What can I do to control traffic for this company? Adriana, you're a smart person. You get it. Owning traffic is all we have to do, Alexanders. And putting our stuff in front of people. We ain't got to put, hell, with 86 million people, we ain't got to put our stuff in front of the right people. We just got to keep putting our stuff in front of people. We would fail our way to $1 million base salaries. Tony O.T. Smith Jr., you can plant better. You can dominate. Thank you all so much for letting me go in 28 minutes over. Love you, everybody.
Love you more.
Love you more.
Love you more.
Have a good weekend.
Let's go have fun. All right, y'all.